4 sides cascading overflow waterfalls, and the grand entrance when the elevator opens up into the lobby up on the roof, and the view is looking straight at the beach. And it's going to be quite an experience. It's going to be a true luxury resort, which people have no clue how amazing this is going to be. That's why I can't wait. I can't wait for people's perceptions to change. What I want to do is, I've heard a lot of conflicting stories or rumors or ideas about what's really going on here at the Madeira Beach Town Center. So I'm going to show you. So come this way, because I think it's important for everybody to understand kind of what happened here. There's about a 7-acre piece of property that starts from this side of the 9/11 Memorial and this side of Tom Stewart Causeway, coming over that bridge by those trees. From there all the way down Tom Stewart Causeway to where we're standing right here, which happens to be on the corner of the Cambria. This is phase 1. So between the bridge and right here on the corner, there's going to be 2 condo buildings. One's going to be 30 units, one's going to be 38 units, and we're standing right here on the corner of the Camry Resort. Now this is on the corner of 150th and Tom Stewart Causeway, and it goes right here out towards the beach. Now it does stop at the post office. Post office is not going anywhere. It's just this section here, including this triangle piece that's right across the way. So if you get the camera footage here past the crane, that's going where the Brown Boxer is, which is now shut down, right? All the way to the corner where the Saltwater Hippie Bar is and Frabato's, all the way across this entire triangle is going to go away too. Now Madeira Way, which you're looking at right here, which is now a 4-lane road, is going to be converted down to a 2-lane road, and the shops and the restaurants are going to converge with 20-foot wide bistro style flowing sidewalks. Now this is the image of what's going on here. So we are going to have, on this triangle will be 40,000 square feet of retail, restaurants, shops, bistros, really cool, nice, higher end, great places to come for locals like ourselves who live here, and tourists who are getting a whole different experience. So that's what's really going on here. Now the Cambria is phase 1. The Harbor Condos is going to be going right next door to the Cambria. The Harbor Condos is a whole different experience because they're going to get use of the amenities at the Camry Resort, and room service from the restaurants direct to their rooms, the ability to go use the pool and the rooftop pool and the bar and the lounge and the amenities that'll come along with this resort, and with the beach access that's going to be part of this eventually as well. So that's what's going on here. So let's talk about what development actually does. So I know there's 50% love it, 50% hate it. It is what it is. No one's going to change their mind. There's Republicans and there's Democrats too. Nobody changes everybody's minds. But let's look at what's happening here. So I live in this town. I'm very pro this town. I love Madeira Beach, and I love what Madeira Beach is evolving into, and I want to make sure people appreciate what it really is and stop listening to the things that aren't true. For example, let's take this hotel. This Camry Resort is 120 something rooms. It's only 5 stories over parking. It's not high level. You're looking at these condos across the way here. They're 11 stories tall. You look at these ones behind me over this direction, where a lot of people who run the city live, theirs are 7 stories high. This is only 5, right? So this is controlled development to make sure that things happen. Now, what does controlled development or improvements mean? I was just talking with the developer on this property, and one of the things we just talked about was stormwater runoff. Little thing most people don't talk about because it's not sexy. But when the rains do come and when things happen, all these cars that are driving down Gulf Boulevard and Tom Stewart Causeway, they're all dripping stuff, they're doing their things, and the rains come. And the way it is right now, because back in the 50s when it was developed, the rain collects into the little stormwater treatments and they go right through a pipe right into the water. Now, not so the case with development. This particular place, for example, has all the water that's going to be coming off of the newly developed Madeira Way and Tom Stewart Causeway, new landscaping, new traffic signals. It's going to be a major improvement. But from an environmental perspective, the stormwater runoff treatment filtering system makes that every single drop that's going to be touching our waters is purified, is very clean, right? Which is way more than it is anywhere else in the town. So to try to find a bright side to development, for those of you who don't like it, start thinking about the forced improvements to water quality and everything else that comes along with it. So, and that's not a consolation to the huge anti-growth movement, but at least you can appreciate the steps that our state of Florida has taken, Water Management District, the DEP, just to do the things that we want to do. So let's switch back gears to this. So this resort, the Cambria, is a hotel. There's nothing for sale in it. It's just an experience as people will come on vacation and to enjoy our city. So when looking at the plans, when you go to the rooftop on this resort, when it opens, it's going to blow people's minds. The pool has infinity edge on all sides. It's going to overflow. And the tiki bar and the views of the beach are going to be spectacular, and it's amazing. We're just sitting on the 4th floor right now because this is going to be very similar to the Harbor Condos. It's going to be next door. This is only floor 4. There's only one more floor above this, so it's not big. But take a look at the views from here. You're seeing Gulf of Mexico views over here. When you follow back this way, you really get a good perspective of this town. You're looking over the old Madeira Bay Yacht Club. You're looking over Boca Ciega Bay. And you're looking over this way, you see the Intercoastal, you see the Madeira Beach Bridge, you see the harbor, you see the condos, you see wide open views as far as you can look across Boca Ciega Bay. You look down this way, you see downtown St. Pete, see the skyline, see the Tropicana Dome. You look this way, you're seeing Boca Ciega Bay, the Intercoastal Waterway, as far as you can see. You scroll down this way, you're catching the Gulf of Mexico in between the buildings here. So those of you who wonder what's it going to actually be like, it's about lifestyle and locations. We never really talk much about the views because you're not Gulf front, but these views are spectacular up here. And the buildings next door, they're going to be right where you see those older buildings that have seen their day are going to be gone. And the Harbor Condos is going up here, and then next to that will be the residences of Town Center, 30 units over there. So there's, just so you guys know, a lot of people wonder what's available over here. The prices for the Harbor Condos that are going to have these same views are starting in the low 500s, go up to the high 800s, and there are 2 last units in the whole building before the pre-construction pricing is over, and it goes up $50,000 per unit. So those of you interested in investments, you can just imagine what this whole area is going to feel like when it's done, in the 40,000 square foot of restaurants, shops, and bistros, and walkability to the city center right there with the dog parks and the splash pads and the tennis courts and the basketball courts and the amphitheater and the fishing pier, and the grocery stores right here, the CVS is here, all the little restaurants and bars. It's going to be a true downtown flavor in a small, cool little atmosphere. The Camry Resort is the catalyst for the entire Madeira Beach Town Center project. And this was very well crafted by leadership in this city years ago when they decided they wanted to spur on tourism and actual growth, but actually do it in one concentrated section of the town. So they went through the process, the rezoning process, to allow this to be the spot where everything kind of converged, which is exactly what happened. So you've got Hotel 1 going here, you have Hotel 2 going across the street where the triangle is, you have Condo 1 with the harbor, Condo 2 with the residences, and that's it, right? And I think it's important to know that the developers very conscientiously here listen to feedback from the city and actually drop down their regulations, drop down their density, drop down their height to about 65%. It was actually improved because you do have local guys here that actually do care about what happens here. So that's why you're only seeing a 5-story resort here. You're only seeing 5-story condos over here, which are way less than a lot of the people that don't like it, that are actually in 7 and 8-story and 10 and 11-story buildings. So I think you're going to see when this is done, it's going to integrate beautifully into the town, and it's going to upgrade the clientele who does come to town. The rentals are going to be different because this is not the home of the $129 hotel rooms anymore. When you've got your overflowing pools and your tiki bars and your views and your pavilions and your cabanas. What I'm seeing happen is the quality of the experience is totally going to change, and it's going to really bring a whole different flavor to Madeira in just one section. Now you're going to have the quaintness always of John's Pass and all the beach cottages and that type of feel, but in this one by design cluster is where the city leadership wanted to see it develop, so that's kind of what you're having here. So I just wanted to show you guys what's really happening here because I get misinformation from other people who really just don't know, because why would they know? But this is actually what's approved, this is what's under construction, and I personally am extremely excited to see what the town center of Madeira Beach is going to do. And the side benefit for those of us who do live here is growth does create revenue, which is designed to keep property taxes low and improve the quality of life inside of the community. So that's the update on Madeira Beach Town Center and the Harbor Condos. Hit me up, ask questions anytime. I'm happy to meet with anybody and talk about any time and just kind of bring the credibility and the reality to what's really going on downtown. So hope you enjoyed the update. The Madeira Beach Town Center, we'll come back in another couple weeks and give you another update, probably from the rooftop where the pool's going to be going in next door to see it, maybe over sunset time. Thanks for watching. Hit us up with any questions and talk to you soon. Thanks.